But we spoke about tariffs at the start of the show, and all we get here in Australia is just the news of what a disaster this is. But how do the majority of Americans feel? Well, a new poll shows that Donald Trump is more popular now than before he announced the sweeping tariffs. This Daily Mail poll found that Trump's approval rating has gone up to 53%. It's a 4-point increase over last week when it was 49%. It's a pretty strong indication of how many Americans are really behind Donald Trump.
Right. I mean, listen, he won this vote not by a small margin. He won by a landslide. I'm actually pleasantly surprised to see his approval rating went up since the tariffs, which makes me a bit relieved because I figured we were all panicking too prematurely. Now, in terms of the tariffs, everyone would be lying if they say in some way or form they're not being impacted now. But I call it growing pains. And I'm glad that we're starting to see a little bit more of the patience that will unroll eventually the effects of the tariffs.
Yes.
But, before something gets better, it has to break a little bit. And I think Trump is kind of testing the limits of other countries to see where he can meet in a negotiating point. But since Netanyahu came out, since the EU came out, I think the goal is to genuinely lower how other countries are abusing our system. Biden's been asleep for 4 years.
He
If
has.
the average American person just did a little bit of research and saw how Joe Biden allowed us to get walked all over by other countries in terms of tariffs, that should be where the outrage is directed, not Trump trying to fix it and us going through a little bit of growing pains in the process.
Absolutely. Emily, before I let you go, I just have to ask you about Snow White. Disney's Snow White remake is on track to lose $115 million. According to Deadline, it cost more than $400 million just to make the film, but then it also includes another $270 million, which includes $270 million in production costs and another $140 million in promotional related costs. But the film is, of course, it's the lowest IMDb rating of all time, sitting at 1.6 out of 10. What do you put this down to? Are you surprised? Do we blame Disney or Rachel Zegler for this?
I do blame Disney. I blame them for casting someone as woke as her. I blame them for taking the route of wokeness. I want to remind the viewers, Snow White is called Snow White because she's white as snow. Now, Rachel is an attractive woman, but she's not Snow White. She's very anti-Trump. She's very anti-Israel. She felt that it was necessary during her movie promotion to start indulging in her political advocacy. And when you turn off Trump's approval rate was what you said, 53%. So you have more than half of the country supporting Trump, and you took the route of going against him. You just lost half of your fan base. And it's a shame when you see a lot of Hollywood actors come out, against, let's say, Trump or any politician. Personally, I can't watch another Mark Ruffalo movie. I can't watch half of these actors anymore in Hollywood because they always go woke. And you know the line, go woke, go broke. So they knew what they were doing.
Yep, and Disney only has itself to blame. Emily Austin, thank you so much for joining us on Power Hour. So good to talk to you.
Thank you.